wise man was traveling in the mountains and found a precious stone in a stream. The next day, he met another traveler who was hungry, and the wise man opened his bag to share his food. The hungry traveler saw the precious stone and asked the man to give it to him. He did so without hesitation. The traveler left, rejoicing in his good fortune. He knew the stone was worth enough to give him security for a lifetime. But a few days later, he came back to return the stone to the wise man. "I've been thinking," he said. "I know how valuable the stone is, but I give it back in the hope that you can give me something even more precious. Give me what you have within you that enabled you to give me the stone." The author of this story is unknown, but I believe that it represents our vision here as a parish at Christ's servant. It helps us to focus on the essence of who we are and who we are called to become. The world is given to us, and we have the power today to do what our grandparents and great-grandparents could have never even imagined. We have information and knowledge unsurpassed in the history of our world. Yet the wisdom to use this power and these gifts doesn't seem to lead to a more just, a more loving, or a more peaceful world. Rather, we live with the reality that St. Paul speaks about today: the accumulation of possessions, immorality, the threat of war, terrorism like that happened in California the past weekend, homelessness and hunger, mounting racism and prejudice, alienation within families and within neighborhoods, and in the economic and political foundations of our country. And as a pro-life community of faith, the struggle for the very lives of the unborn, as well as those whose lives are on death row, are seemingly no longer protected even by our Supreme Court. Faith is that which is deep within us and most precious. That enables us to recognize that every challenge we face to our human dignity is a challenge that puts our faith on the line. We really can share the precious stones of information, knowledge, wealth, and success. But it is our faith within us that will enable us to give to the world, to our families, to our children, the ability to partner with God and create a future world of peace and justice. We definitely recognize the value of what our culture has to offer. We are so rich, but what enables us to give the best is the very life of God within us. We're called to live our faith from the inside out. God bless you.